Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope that you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you are in North America and or your culture celebrates it, could also be just a time to really take stock of all that has passed through your hands and where it's gone. All that has been passed down to you from other people's sacrifices is the word that's coming to mind, and what that means to you, and reflect on what you've done with it. I had that come through very significantly yesterday. I recently received a blessing completely out of nowhere, totally, out of left field, unexpected, was not expecting it, came out of nowhere. Um, and I had this revelation of the fact that it actually did not come out of nowhere. This was the divine universe appointed time for me to receive it. And it didn't just come out of thin air. This was given from the efforts of others that have come before me. Whether my ancestors had something to do with this gift coming forward and the timing of it, whether Spirit was just talking about the contribution from the actual human lives that had to take place for these properties to come together for me to get this blessing. It was just a high awareness of that which you enjoy did come from the life force energy of another, somebody else, either them thinking of it or them actually waking up in the morning and in some way contributing toward the process of whatever it is that you enjoy, whatever you find value in, whatever there it does come from somewhere. It does come from somewhere. Anyway, so I don't know why that showed up in this opening message, but it did. So I hope you had a beautiful Thanksgiving, and that you in fact did give thanks for your everything that you live with and for and through. And I'm sorry, I'm looking for, hold on one moment. So I'm gonna have to suck on a cough drop. I have the worst allergies and I can feel the back of my throat tickling. So if I sound weird, it's because I have a cough drop in my mouth and I don't really have a choice. So what we're gonna do, I went to the natural crystal quartz mine in Mount Ida, Arkansas recently. My fiance and we dug these beautiful crystals right out of a crystal vein in the mountain. Aren't those amazing? Got these there as well. Selenite, selenite, and rose quartz for the pendulum. Okay, so today we are going to be asking Spirit, Universal Energy. So first of all, stop, please. Thank you. We're going to be asking Universal Energy, what sign are we going to be reading for today? What sign do you want to speak to today? What sign? Is that Virgo? Is Virgo the one? Is Virgo the one that you want to read for? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Stop. Thank you. Stop. Thank you. Stop. Thank you. Stop. Who's the other predominant zodiac sign in this story? What is the other prominent zodiac sign in this, whatever it is Spirit wants to talk about? Who is the other dominant sign? What is the sign of the dominant other party? The other party, the other party, the other party. What is their zodiac sign? Okay, looks like it's Capricorn. So it looks like we are talking about Virgo and Capricorn. Stop, please. Stop, please. Stop. See the energy bouncing? Okay. The other thing I was going to ask was, is this reading for a Virgo and a Capricorn? Is this reading for a Virgo and a Capricorn? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Is this reading today about a Virgo and a Capricorn? Anywhere in their placements? Okay, that's my sign for yes. So now I am going to manually move it to show you. That's my sign for no. Okay, wait. Stop. This is my sign for yes. So if you see that throughout our reading, that's what I'm looking for. Amongst other things, I have time tables that we can use as well, and we may use that later on in the reading. Okay, so we are reading today for a Virgo and a Capricorn. Anywhere that you have Virgo or Capricorn in your chart, or the chart of the other that you are dealing with in this situation. We could be talking about a family member. We could be talking about a friend. We could be talking about a work associate. We could be talking about somebody else's situation that you know, or is that is in your energy. So this is an energetic reading for the signs of Virgo and Capricorn. And today is November 26th. Okay. All right, beautiful people. So tell us what our main subject is today, Spirit. What is our main subject? And by the way, I've shuffled all of these already, so that's why you're not seeing me shuffle manually. I've already done that. So the first card that came out is the Devil. When I asked what is the main subject, okay, Devil energy. Well, it is a Capricorn, so there's a Capricorn. That is Capricorn energy. Or that's Capricorn. That's their sign. Three of Swords. And this is, I'm still talking about Three of Cups. Shit. Damn. Okay, y'all. This is the main subject. I think we're probably good. That's probably enough information. Okay. So if this is our main subject, Holy Spirit, help me get a little bit more insight into what it is that's going on here. Okay. We have Devil energy, Three of Swords, Three of Cups. So, Devil energy in the way it feels to me in this situation is extremely sexual, extremely erotic, passionate, very intense, very carnal, very fulfilling, very indulgent. The giving and the receiving. Basically knowing it's almost like knowing this is going to hurt later. It's going to hurt me and it's going to hurt them. Or on the other side of it, being so super attracted to somebody, turned on by somebody that you know it's not good for you. You know there's a toxic element to this indulgence, to this passion, whether it's a physical relationship or an indulgence in substance or drink. But it feels so damn good. I mean, it's like basically it is a dopamine rush that is so intense. You're fulfilling every dark desire in this situation here. And it's consensual, okay? That's what I have to say here. And this is a lifestyle for somebody. Okay, I'm not seeing this as like an intimate marriage or something. I'm seeing this as the way somebody's living behind the scenes right now, or has been for a while. But it's a lot of indulgence followed by pain. Like the awareness of the toll it's taking. But it's an addiction at this point, you know? It is an addiction at this point. Whew. Wow. That's deep, y'all. That's deep. That's fucking deep. Whew. Very erotic. I don't know what it is. I like, when I do my own readings for myself, I don't get these erotic readings, okay? I don't, but I turn on the camera and do a reading for y'all, and all of a sudden, it's like fucking Dorian Gray is all up in my readings. I mean, it's hot. Like, it turns me on, seriously. The energy of it is palpable. The energy of it is, I can see why it would be addicting. Very taboo. Very behind closed doors. Maybe even a little S&M, you know? That Three of Swords doesn't necessarily have to mean it was like emotional pain. It could also be a fetish. Yeah. Clear the throat chakra. It's like somebody doesn't want me talking about their bedroom eyes. I'm hearing. Okay. So, what is haven't even finished asking the question yet. Okay, I want to know what sort of blockage is this situation creating? We know that it is involving a Virgo and a Capricorn, or Virgo Capricorn energy. What type of blockage is this energy putting in their reality? What type of blockage is this creating for our Virgo and our Capricorn? King of Wands. What sort of blockage is it creating is what I'm asking. What sort of blockage is this creating? So the blockage that this is creating is that this type in participating and indulging in this type of lifestyle, this type of, let's just call this is like the normal private life, sex life, intimate life, behind the scenes life. This is their normal. Indulgence is normal. It's a lifestyle. Okay? I just had to make that clear one more time. So the blockage here is that because this is not just a one and done type situation, we're talking to somebody who is perhaps borderline suffering with the need for I mean, it's like a fuel source. Okay. King of Wands is extremely fiery, extremely passionate. Fits right into this situation here. Very sensual, very carnal. This King of Wands is what this King of Wands feels like to me. The Two of Coins is juggling. The Two of Coins is balancing, attempting to balance. Two of Coins is two options or multiple options. It's in this particular card, I want to say that this is not a this might even be like balancing lightness and dark. Something like that. We'll go a little further on it, okay? So that's the blockage. The blockage. Give us one more on what does this blockage focus on? What does this blockage make our main, for lack of a better word, character, main subject, how does this, because okay, so we know that this situation here creates in our main character a overwhelming passion that perhaps is needing to be balanced because it might be almost like taking over. something that was maybe something that was done on occasion has turned into something where it is starting to almost take over, and I am having to balance my darkness and my light more intensely. I'm having to balance these situations that I find myself in more intensely. I swear somebody does not want me to speak of this. It's like I'm speaking of somebody's horrible, dirty little secrets or something. Anyway, okay, so how does this change their focus? Okay, I learned recently that it is how you ask. It is not what you ask, but it is, or it is what you don't ask. I mean, it's also how you ask. So I'm taking a little longer to ask the right way now. Okay. So how does this affect their focus? How does this behavior affect this lifestyle, this energy? How does this affect their focus? Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and the Four of Swords. How does it affect their focus? I don't think you're getting enough sleep. One of you two is not getting enough sleep. This is affecting, you know, potentially your health. Yeah. Nine of Wands in reverse is you don't see it, or no, you give up, giving up. Page of Wands. An Ace of Wands. That's a lot of fucking wands. Wow. So how does it affect our subject character? Okay. The focus. It feels like there is a completely lost energy of even attempting to try to do something new, and of and of it's like you can only he and it's a he, she, it, they, whoever. Okay, I'm not talking to a man or a woman. I feel like this is a masculine energy here, but I also feel a feminine energy in it as well. So I'm wondering if it's the two people's energy I'm feeling, but I'm definitely feeling male dominant energy. Okay, so that's why I said he. But so it's like he is so immersed in this energy here and trying to balance, doing everything possible to keep almost it is a balance of not just going full on dark. Does that make any sense? It's like I've never had to balance my light and dark energy like this before. I've never had to it's like something is so strong it could take over. And so there's a tremendous amount of awareness of the dealing of balancing these energies, or the need to. But because that's where the entire so this is the blockage to this behavior. It creates this type of blockage. That's all you can focus on is this. Or you're either in it, or you're thinking about it, or how you're going to get it, or who it's going to be with, or how long until the next time, and plotting and planning and all that shit. Or, it's spending so much time in those places that you have completely voided, given up on, been asleep on yourself, or whoever this is. This person has fallen asleep on themselves, or the potential, or any future potential that is available to them, because they're so stuck in this dark energy here. Yeah. 5 of Swords. This is an internal conflict, is what I'm seeing here. Whoever it is I'm talking to is going through an enormous internal conflict. This isn't about somebody else. This is about one person within themselves. It might be a, Virgo Capricorn person that I'm talking to, with both Virgo and Capricorn in their chart, in predominant areas of their chart: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Ascending. But this is one person. I don't think I'm talking to two people. So it's like there is no other possibility right now, okay? That is like no ability to focus. When I asked how is it affecting their focus, you don't have one other than, or this individual doesn't have one other than balancing this situation that is growing bigger and darker and harder to manage. Mm-hmm. You're not going anywhere. You are literally, and I'm sorry that I'm saying you, okay? Because I know that I'm talking to one person here. Forgive me. Please do not, if this is not your story, please don't absorb it, okay? Please don't absorb it. Okay. Hold on a second. Spirit, are we talking about the, stop. Are we talking about the Virgo or the Capricorn? Are we talking about the Virgo or the Capricorn? The Virgo or the Capricorn? The Virgo or the Capricorn? The Virgo? The Capricorn? The Capricorn? The Capricorn. Virgo in Capricorn? Okay, I'm sorry. We're going to have to come back to it. It doesn't want to say, okay? It will not go in a specific direction at all if it doesn't want to, if it's information that's not meant to be had, okay? So this is just, and maybe because it will change with who's watching it, how those placements are, whether they're yours or whether they belong to somebody you're dealing with, okay? Because this, I'm not saying this is you. This could be somebody that you're dealing with that has Virgo and Capricorn in their chart. Or still, you could still have Virgo or Capricorn in your chart, and the other has one or the both or the other as well. And I asked about who I was reading for, and that's what came out. Okay. So we're going to Kipper and ask a couple questions. We're going to ask, we're not going to ask anything. We're asking for clarification on who is, I mean, it's got to fall out, okay? It's got to fall out. Just give us any clarification you can on this component of the reading thus far. Lovers in reverse. Interesting. Interesting, because these bodies for some reason look a lot alike to me. So I was just checking them out. But okay, so this is definitely affecting lover's energy. It has to pop out. I mean, it has to like literally fall out. Okay. Sudden wealth. Sudden wealth. And coffin. Okay. So lovers in reverse, obviously, because there's a dynamic of this that is physical in it's indulgent in the physical capacity. I understand why lovers is here. This is a very, as I said, it's a very raw, very carnal energy. It was 33 on the clock right then. Very carnal energy. So for lovers being in the reverse, I could see how that would apply. This type of energy doesn't really make for a reliable, healthy lover now, does it? It sure doesn't. Although, when you meet this person, or when you first sleep with them, let's just say, or you have, there's a great effort, because it's not, this is what's fucked up, man. This type of energy is not to please you. It is going to please you. And when I say it's going to please you, I mean, you are going to come until it's 1999 in the next millennia, okay? I mean, I don't know what else to say, but you are going to receive the benefit of that dopamine rush. Maybe this is you becoming addicted. I don't know. I don't know. I know I keep saying you, but there are people in this situation. So it is impossible to have a valuable relationship with somebody in this kind of energy. It's impossible. It's impossible. But when you meet them, when you sleep with them, when you're with them, holy fucking shit. Do you feel like you just hit the jackpot? They probably treat you real good too. Or this darker, how should we say, a little more I don't want to say nefarious because it's not, but it is very calculated. This energy, it is very calculated. So it knows exactly what it's doing. The energy does. And the intention is to make you feel really good and like you did. But it pleases them. It's not to please you. It's because that's part of the process that pleases the sexual gratification it gives this individual is intense to give their partner that type of erotic pleasure. But they are not in it for partnership, okay? They're not in it for a long time, but they're in it for a good time. And in that moment, oh Lord, it feels like heroin. And I've never done heroin, but it feels like what heroin probably feels like. And maybe that's what this is, because it is addiction. But it feels like heroin. Like that's what it would feel like. And then trying to balance fucking life with the compulsion that is in this energy is intense. And it takes an extreme amount of focus and energy. And this person is stuck in it. And they at this time have no access to for additional focus elsewhere to get themselves out of it. There's no, that resource is not available right now. They have no access in their realm of possibilities that, like, it is for what they see, okay? I'm not saying that that's the truth. I'm saying that they don't have access to it. They don't have access to anything to pull them out of this right now. These opportunities are so out of reach because they can't even see them. They can't even see them because all the focus is in this compulsion here. Okay. How is Spirit supporting this Virgo Capricorn situation? I'm telling you. Throat chakra is seriously under intense, like it just wants to close. Spirit is supporting our individuals here with the medicine wheel. In this experience, supporting them with the medicine wheel and with the witness. With adjacent possibilities. Okay. Okay. So, pardon me. We do want to book. Sorry, I want to read with that. I'm sorry, guys. I want to read that. I want to read what that is for you. There it is. Okay. I'm sorry about that. 35. I'm in my jammies. I got these the other day. Aren't they so super cute? Oh. So I am doing your reading today from the comfort of my jammies. Okay, the essence. The medicine wheel is a sacred hoop with the 4 cardinal directions well marked. Oh shit. Virgo and Capricorn. Or no. Oh, Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn is a cardinal sign. So let me just start over. The medicine wheel is a sacred hoop with the 4 cardinal directions well marked. It represents the cycle of life, the cycle of nature, and the circular pattern of our cosmos. It has been used for millennia in indigenous cultures to bring harmony and well-being to the village. Its directions symbolize the 4 steps of the shaman to take to become a person of power and wisdom. To manifest clear blue skies in your life, it is important that you take a look at certain aspects of your being. Enter the medicine wheel from the south and reflect on how you are still clinging to events from the past. Continue to the west and notice which relationships are toxic and drain your energy. Step into the north and ask yourself, do I know my passion and show it? End at the east direction, visualizing how you want to live the next chapter of your life. It is up to you how much time you spend in each direction, minutes, days, or months. But when you are done, make sure to step outside the wheel and complete your journey. We'll talk about that in a second. The wheel, I mean the witness, which I feel like I could tell you what the witness is, but since we read the other one, I'll just read this one. The witness observes without engaging in any action. By cultivating inner stillness, we are able to assess any situation from higher perspective and make better decisions. When we can be present for someone else's difficulties with stillness, then we are able to truly hear them and give them better advice. Sometimes we can be still, so still that we are a mirror for the other. Then, through our presence, they receive their own answers. The witness that has been by your side all along is now ready to become your ally. You thought you were the doer, but today you discover that things happen when you get out of the way. Witness creation unfolding before you. Change reality by finding stillness and letting your true intent reveal itself. So the way that Spirit is helping our individuals here in this situation is with the fact that while this is a cycle and while this is clearly taking its toll, I swear, does not want me to talk about this. While it's taking its toll, while this person cannot at this moment connect to their creativity to pull themselves out of it. Because I think typically the creative passions of the King of Wands are enough to keep this in natural balance. I'm not saying that anything in moderation is maybe anything is possible in appropriate measure and in appropriate moderation. I don't know, I guess not just everything. That's not true with everything. Anyways, and then what's good for some isn't good for necessarily the person standing next to them. So anyhow, back to this. I believe that spirit right now is trying, and we're going to ask that question next. But I believe that spirit right now is attempting to give this individual the ability to complete this cycle and to like get out of this bullshit and back into their spirit is going to give this person the opportunity to use this to create their own wellness in each area of their life, as well as to create additional possibilities because of these situations, because of the trauma one has gone through. That trauma, once it is exposed, the doors are open from it and it receives light and begins to become healed, it is going to create so many more opportunities to take that energy, transmute it, and manifest it in other amazing ways, to alchemize it into elixir for healing for hundreds or thousands or millions or whatever. And even on the spiritual realm, what we do here oftentimes is directly connected to our lineage. You know, I believe we can even set some free on the other side as well. Anyhow, so I'm believing that spirit is giving this person, or is going to give this person an opportunity to close this cycle. But that's not going to be, I feel tower energy because of it, okay? That's not going to come without its, you know, when you're doing construction, it's messy, right? It's not going to come without its mess or its inconvenience. But the offer is going to be there. Witness. Somehow or another, the way that that's going to happen is this individual is going to be able to see themselves through the eyes of another. Okay? They're going to be able to see maybe what they're missing through the eyes of another, or through the experiences of another. They're going to see for themselves where they are through another somehow. And then it's gonna come to them that they have an opportunity to break the cycle. Okay. I'm gonna take one more. Tell me what is to be expected in the near future? What is to be we're going to look at timing in a second. Tell us okay. Tell us what you got to be careful about what you ask is what I'm just want to say out loud to you, because that's what I'm pausing. If you want a clear answer, you have to ask a clear, intentional question. And I also don't want to ask anything inappropriate. either. That spirit won't not like be offended, but where I should know better than to ask. How about tell me give me an idea of what their near future would look like. What would the near future look like? What is the near future going to look like when this person starts to recognize themselves? What's the situation going to look like when this person starts to recognize themselves in this situation as you've explained? Sorry, that was my phone. Oh wow. Okay. So, hostilities, love, the mystical shaman. I was just reading about the shaman, guys. Shit, this is crazy. Now I have to go back and look at that. And that had to do with the mystical wheel. Okay, so I said, how will the situation look once our person here begins to look at themselves and see themselves like oh shit, like, because I think that they don't have access to their future potential or to their existing potential right now because they're so consumed with this intensity and the whole it takes a lot of energy to keep up an addiction. It's a tremendous amount of time, energy, and focus that goes into that. That's like its own void. So I think that they're not seeing anything else because they're stuck here. However, maybe spirit is planning a rest to where they will be able to see themselves, because that's giving up. And I initially read it as giving up on their potential, their opportunities available to them. But maybe they're going to have a timeout where they're forced to take a break and kind of give up, but through that receive a new opportunity. So back to this. What will the situation look like once this person starts to see themselves? It's going to feel fairly hostile. And I believe it's going to feel fairly hostile because it is going to be a rude awakening. And I don't know that this individual appreciates being wrong or ever thinks that they're wrong, or it's just them becoming aware that they are in fact their worst problem is not going to be met easily with, it's not going to be met with love initially, but love will come of it. Because I asked, what will the situation look like once they see themselves? Initially, you're going or this individual's, it's not going to be pretty. There's going to be a lot of self-defensiveness, I believe. A lot of how dare you, and it's their fault, a lot of blaming. But then the love is going to come in because spirit has never left their side. Spirit will not leave their side. And this person deserves to be saved because A, we're all children of God. B, they have a purpose. The reason that they're even becoming aware of this, the reason that spirit is even taking an interest in making sure that this person receives the information that they need about this journey is because they're important. They're important. They're important. So important that even though they're in the middle of the depths of this darkness with no, absolutely like no sign of, they're kind of stuck there. Spirit is still they're going to make a way. They're going to make a way to give this person an opportunity to see themselves and make a change. Okay? And this may be a longer process evolution. I'm not saying this is something that may even happen this lifetime. I don't know. I don't know. We are here on our own timelines. We are here on our own journeys. We are all not at the same level of human evolution. We're just not. We're what you may be experiencing in your life as your life, the how you interpret your situation may not be something that other person could even begin to reference, because they've not had maybe other lifetimes of a path that have, or they don't come from that same ancestor line that you have come from, where many have walked the path that you've walked. And I mean, like, they come from somewhere else. Anyways, I'm getting off. Sorry. Okay. The mystical shaman. This is the symbol of the myth make and storyteller who is neither made or defined by the story. Instead, he observes it, like the witness, evolves through it, perceives all aspects of it. In doing so, the mystical shaman represents the ability to dream a new story, a new myth into being. He dances between worlds, wearing the cloak of the world loosely around his shoulders, and sings the world into being. He reminds us to be in the world and travel through it, but not to be defined by it or become too attached to the experience. This is the symbol of true alchemy. For all elements of life have a spiritual aspect and a material one. When we remember this, all manner of miracles and manifestations are possible. You are called to create a dream. You are called to create and dream your life, to act on inspiration and divine impulse without fixating on a known story of success or achievement. Man, wow, that's intense. Only because I already talked about this. I talked about this being alchemy. I talked about turning this situation into many paths, many possibilities. You have to witness your own life. You have to see yourself from an external viewpoint somehow. But that's what I have for you, my beautiful people. Okay? We're going to do one more pendulum activity. Okay? Now, can you tell me, is this, I'm going to ask a question about timing. This experience here that Spirit is going to bring in to attempt to close this out, to give this individual an opportunity to close this out and to heal, and maybe to break this karmic cycle. When is this opportunity going to come to them? When is this opportunity going to come to them? The pendulum will go towards a number. When is this opportunity going to go to them? When is this opportunity going to come to them? When is this opportunity going to come to them? 4. Okay. in 4 weeks or 4 months? 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 Going towards weeks. 4 weeks? 4 weeks? 4 weeks. Yes? Yes? Or no? In 4 weeks. Okay, that's what it's saying. So in a roughly 4 weeks, I believe that this individual is going to begin to exhibit signs of seeing themselves, like spiritual awakening. Like spiritual awakening maybe will grow to another level, will expand, will open up the ability for this person to begin to see themselves again through one way or another. I don't know, but I would say look forward in about 4 weeks for a breakthrough to start evolving, to start, it might come through intense depression and grief, but there will be a breakthrough. There will be a breakthrough that comes through and helps this person to begin to see themselves. And then they'll still have to do the work. They'll still have to do the work. You are highly thought of. It doesn't matter what you have been through in your world, how lost you are, how dark your energy is right now. You are highly thought of in the spiritual planes. You are highly thought of by divine creator. And it is your good fortune that this opportunity is going to come to you to help you, or whoever it is that we're speaking of, to help them evolve from this. Okay? Okay, beautiful people. I love you. Till next time.